can see that in this globalization, no more one-man show. We have to work together. Under this digitalization, under this digitalized world, we need to work together as a partner. German and Thai, we have a lot of best practice. We have a lot of lesson learned that we can share and learn from each other. Yes, for the benefit of the human being under this digitalization. Thank you.
มุมมองที่ในวันนี้ก็สามารถที่จะเอาความเห็นบางอย่างนะครับไอเดียบางอย่างนะครับความเห็นบางอย่างไปพัฒนานะครับปรับปรุงกระบวนการทำงานให้ดีขึ้นนะครับโดยเฉพาะผมซึ่งทำงานเกี่ยวกับกลุ่มคนซึ่งมีหลากหลายกลุ่มนะฮะทั้งภาครัฐนะครับภาคเอกชนและก็ภาคประชาสังคมนะฮะมีความแตกต่างกันนะครับแต่ว่าเวลาเราทำงานเนี่ยจุดหมายเรามองเนี่ยก็คือทำให้สังคมมันดีขึ้นนะครับความเป็นอยู่ดีขึ้นสุขภาพที่ดีขึ้นนะครับเพราะฉะนั้นการใช้ดิจิทัลไลเซชันซึ่งเป็นกระแสสังคมแล้วก็เป็นกระแสเทคโนโลยีในยุคใหม่เนี่ยมาประยุกต์ใช้เนี่ยก็คิดว่าเป็นโอกาสที่ดีนะครับที่จะทำให้การทำงานพวกเราทุกภาคส่วนทำงานได้ดีขึ้นสะดวกขึ้นแล้วก็ตอบโจทย์สังคมได้สะดวกแล้วก็ตรงเป้าหมายมากยิ่งขึ้นนะครับ
invite Mrs. Catherine Banak, our head of project Thailand and Myanmar, to give a welcoming remark too.
How can we increase prosperity? How can we finance welfare? How can we prepare for the demographic change, for globalization? What does education need to look like in the future? The way we answer these questions will determine how our society
Welcoming Mr. Jimmy Shu for our Freedom Talk tonight.
Thank you, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. 4.0, we just heard, is the new challenge for Thailand, and it is already a challenge for Germany. Why? What does it mean for Germany? The Industry 4.0. So what we did in 2010, we established an inquiry committee for internet and digital society within the parliament. We had 14 members of parliament and 14 external experts to advise parliament on this change, on this revolution. What has politics to do?
Could you tell us briefly about digital policy that the government has envisioned, and what are the key policies that the government would like to steer Thailand towards digital Thailand, ultimately Thailand 5.0?
I would like to give the presentation briefly for the digital policy in Thailand. Actually, the ministry, my ministry, transformed from ICT to digital, and now we need to move new society. Everywhere is changed now. The social change, because only 0-1, right? In the past, we gonna like analog. We go 0, 1, 2, and 2, 10. But now, only 0 and 1 is like 2 and 4, right? And we need to concentrate more, many policies, right?
So last 3 years, we talk about how to transform the business using ICT. Now this year it looks like ICT already gone. So becoming everything digital. So we need to understand clearly what is the digital in terms of not just the tool or technology, but in terms of the philosophy, why we need the digital, and in terms of the political, how the digital can blend into the the organization. And third one, how to bring you and your network become the business partner for the digital economy. And the last one, we can talk about the digital business. How can make the business move faster?
Keep the internet free and open. You have to have a political discussion about things like what is free and openness, open protocols, open standards, open software. Because unless it's open, especially the protocols, you keep out a part of those new companies you want because they can't develop on the internet. You have to discuss the issue of net neutrality. Net neutrality is a major key milestone that you have to have an eye on. We ourselves have to do that too, because only if you have a neutral network, young, small companies have the ability to access the net and to be part of the revolution.
It's not a lot about technologies, but maybe new kind of service. For example, taxi, transportation. You know about Uber, Grab, and the traditional taxi in Thailand. I think all of you know what problem we face with the traditional taxi, so I don't need to explain that. But my question is, you know, as a state, country, you know, what would be the policy dealing with this kind of disruption? For example, Uber, you know, it may not comply with the regulations in many countries. In EU, in Asia, many countries ban the service.
A lot of other grand policies. My question is, what kind of input are you getting from people who are actually starting startups? So maybe as a question to all of the panel members, can you please tell us about the last time you talked to a startup and what your takeaway was from that conversation?
I would like to now invite Mr. Manfred Richter to give a freedom toast.
In my country, we have experienced a change after Germany's unification. That part of my homeland has changed from an unfree society to a free one. And we are thankful for that development. And we see other countries where people are still yearning to get freedom for their personal life. And freedom is manifold. It's freedom of thought, freedom of opinion, freedom of religion, freedom of speech, economy, freedom of the press, you name it. Every element of freedom is essential. And the one thing that we have learned is that in many countries like my own, we take freedom for granted. But it is not. Freedom is not for free. It takes people to speak out for freedom and to get active for freedom, for our own sake and for the sake of our neighbors. And so this is the other experience. Freedom, when freedom is challenged or jeopardized or lost, that is the time when we appreciate freedom most. So the basic message is we should not take freedom for granted. We should work for it. We should reach out hands to work jointly. And I'm very pleased to be at this event, which is obviously relevant to your country, Thailand, and to my country, Germany, as well. So enjoy the rest of the evening. Enjoy food and drink. And enjoy the discussions that are possible today. And I would like to thank the organizers who put this thing together. You've done a wonderful job, and I hope you enjoy this evening as much as I do.